Some things in life are guaranteed, like death, taxes, and every year Nissan making some sort of improvement to the GT-R. Sure, some years during the current R35 generation's decade run involved only small changes to power, the gearbox, or suspension, while others were slightly more substantial with styling updates. But I'll argue that Nissan's constant tinkering of its legendary sports car has kept it relevant. And this here is the 2020 Nissan GT-R Nismo, which is the most capable GT-R street car to come from the factory to date, thanks to, you guessed it, small updates sprinkled throughout, helping it become a bit better both on the street, but most importantly, on track. When it's on-road or on track here at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan for that matter, the R35 GT-R's design holds up incredibly well, still looking burly and aggressive. This Nissan is even more so, with a carbon fiber front lip, front fender louvers that up front downforce, side sills, a bigger rear wing, and rear diffuser. But wait, there's even more carbon fiber, with the Nismo using the lightweight material for its bumpers, hood, trunk lid, and roof to lower the center of gravity. When accounting for the new body panels and various other fresh components, the 2020 Nissan GT-R's 3,865-pound curb weight makes it 66 pounds lighter than before. On the inside, it's still the same layout it got a few years back that's jazzed up a smidge with a specific red and black Nismo color scheme, Alcantara on the Recaro seats that fit me like a glove, steering wheel, dash, headliner, and a Nismo tag. Unlike the interior that originally graced the R35, the one in here is actually quite nice with quality materials. And it should be, because did I mention the Nismo is a $212,000 car? Yes, this is a $200,000 Nissan that I can say is compliant enough on the road when you put the retuned Bilstein suspension with softer springs in comfort mode, which is important when you're not on track. There is a ton of tire noise though, but when you are on track, I'm telling you, this is the most tenacious and fun GT-R I've ever driven. The engine is the same 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6, making 600 horsepower and 481 pound-feet of torque as before. But it's now got more responsive turbos from the GT3 race car and is connected to a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission that's also retuned for more aggressive shifts in R mode. Nissan has also reworked the titanium exhaust system in hopes of making it sound meaner, and they've succeeded. It's got a deeper tone and crackles and pops when you push it, and that's a big difference from every other GT-R I've driven in the past that were droney and not very ear-pleasing. But man, the drivetrain is the best that it's ever been, especially when I think back to how crude and jerky it was when it first came out. Power is ridiculous for romping down Gingerman straights, out of corners, and from a dig. Nissan doesn't quote 60-mile-per-hour times, but it does it in about 3 seconds, which looks and sounds like this. The gearbox is immediately responsive to manual shift commands and has well-timed cog swaps in full auto. What hasn't changed, that would be the transmission's audible whirls and clunks that are just part of the GT-R's personality. One other surprising wrinkle is that the back end will actually step out on you, which is a trait that makes the Nismo the most involving GT-R I've ever experienced. So you have to pay attention and actually drive it instead of chucking it into corners and letting all the electronics magically get you to your points. But as great as all the improvements are to the Nismo, one thing that can't be masked is the curb weight. It's definitely there and felt through transitions and takes its toll on the tires quicker, so longer hard track sessions aren't the best idea for it. So if you want to put the baddest Nissan GT-R to date in your garage, the Nismo is going to cost you $212,435 with destination. For that kind of money, you could get yourself into a lot of other performance cars, like say an Audi R8, McLaren 570S, or Porsche 911 GT3 RS. If it was my money, I'd have myself a Porsche. However, if a die-hard Nissan GT-R fan runs out and gets themselves a Nismo, more power to them. It's an incredible car, but it's just not $200,000 incredible in my book. So, do you like the Nissan GT-R Nismo? Do you hate it? Do you think it's worth $212,000? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe.